Hello everyone, welcome to Aptly Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is the video on daily topic-wise news analysis, where I'll be covering the news from two important newspaper, that is Hindu and Indian Express. So what I'll do, I'll be covering the most important news in this session, and we'll discuss that news from the prelims and mains examination perspective. So let's start with the first, that is the today's topic. Today is 6th of March. The first topic is gender dimension is key to Swachh Bharat success. This is an editorial reported in Indian Express. Second is appreciation for the courage of Indian soldiers. The landmark achievement that was done by the Indian soldier in the line of actual control. Actually, there was a mutual agreement that has happened. The third is UNSC set to meet on the crisis of Myanmar. The fourth topic, that is China defense budget to cross 200 billion. And the last is India reaffirms defense ties with Sri Lanka. So these are some of the important news article editorial that has been reported in today's newspaper. Apart from this, we'll have some MCQs question at the end of this session. In today's question, I'll be asking you some of the important index that would be again relevant for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's discuss the news one by one. So the first is gender dimension is key to the Swachh Bharat success. The news, the basically this is an editorial from the Indian Express, and talking about its relevance, it is very much important for your general studies paper one and the general studies main paper, where it can contribute to the section role of women, organizations, populations, and associated issues. So the entire editorial talks about the recent initiatives that was taken by the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitations, and they have released a guideline regarding the recognition of gender dimension in the sanitation in India. So how a woman can be an important part in overall promoting the sanitation and making this initiative of the government successful. So they have a substantial role to contribute in it, and without which it is not possible. So the ministry has emphasized not only for the need of women's participation in the planning, but at the same time वो ये भी चाहते हैं कि जो implementations हैं sanitations में, they should also be with their leadership in the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin committees and institutions. So a role, a level playing field, and at the same time participation in the leadership role is equally very important to make this program स्वच्छ भारत ग्रामीण को सक्सेसफुल करने में women की participation equally सारे लेवल पे बहुत ही ज़्यादा important है from the bottom till top. Now sustainable development goals, we have a target of sustainable development goal जो हमारे SDG के target 6.2 है, that require India by 2030 to achieve access to the adequate and equitable sanitation hygiene for all. और खास करके अगर बात करें ओपन डिफेक्शंस की, याद है, दे हैव टू पे अटेंशन इन द नीड्स ऑफ वुमेन, गर्ल्स एंड वनरेबल सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी. So this is something which a mandate target is there with the government of India, and equally this responsible lies with the state government. ये state government की भी जिम्मेवारी है and the central government. Now talking about the Swachh Bharat Gramin, this is phase 1. So how actually it started in 2017. निर्मल भारत अभियान के बाद स्वच्छ भारत मिशन को लाया गया, and it states the requirement and sensitivity related to gender first. Second is dignity and safety issue that are taken into account, because ये जो sanitation program है इसकी post implementation बहुत सारी implications थी जिसको successful करने में government ने काफ़ी हद तक contribute किया. Private society, civic societies and the NGO, they have substantially contributed in this Swachh Bharat Gramin mission. Now SBM ग्रामीण की अगर बात करें तो जो गाइडलाइन दी गई थी, they specifically recommended जो 50% of the members of the village water and sanitation committee should be women. So this is what categorically has been said by the recommendation that was there in the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Now the government has also effectively used over 8 lakh Swachhagris, mainly women. Basically जो participation है women का, government ने इस चीज को, इस recommendations को consider किया, and for the small honorarium work through the behavioral change in the community level. And if you remember in the previous year economic survey, behavioral change पे काफी ज़्यादा focus की गई थी, and that too with regard to the sanitation. So behavioral change is very important in India, because no, it is something which has to be inculcated from the bottom. यहाँ पे हमें bottom up approach apply करनी पड़ेगी, then only the success can be achieved. Now after one success we have Swachh Bharat Mission 2, एंड दिस टू स्पीक आउट फॉर द सस्टेन बिहेवियर चेंज, यहाँ पे भी बिहेवियर चेंज पे काफ़ी फोकस रखी गई, विच एम्बार्किंग ऑन द न्यूअर एजेंडा ऑफ सस्टेनेबल सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, राइट। तो जो सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट है दैट वाज द मोर कंसर्न इन द स्वच्छ भारत मिशन 2.0, and again the other was safe disposal of the wastewater and reused, how we can reuse the wastewater in any other purposes, be it agricultures, any sort of generation is there, कहीं फैक्ट्रीज में कहीं भी रीयूज का जो कंपोनेंट है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा डोमिनेंस रहा है इसकी स्वच्छ भारत मिशन 2.0 में। Information, education, communication, which aims through the behavior change of the masses, is key to the success of Swachhta Mission 2.0. So, the sectors, बेसिकली द पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो हैं या फिर जितने भी हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, एनजीओ हो या फिर जिस तरह से लोगों को अवेयरनेस दी गई, एजुकेशन दी गई, कम्युनिकेट किया गया, द पीपल वेर वेल इक्विप्ड विद द नॉलेज, तो दिस हेल्प टू अचीव द टारगेट ऑफ द स्वच्छ भारत मिशन 2.0. Now, strengthening the role of women, how the role of women can be strengthened. The first and foremost is planning, procurement, infrastructure creation, and monitoring are the basic tenets and implementation of the Swachh Bharat mission. So these are the three important components upon which they have to be looked upon, and accordingly the mission can become successful. So guideline for the first phase of the mission is called strengthening the role of women. So it is equally important that the role of women should be enhanced and it should be a level playing field for each of them, right? And the states were accordingly expected to ensure the adequate representation of the women. As I've told you in the beginning, this responsibility lies with the central government as well as for the state government. तो ये दोनों को सुनिश्चित करना होगा. They have to ensure that the water and sanitation committees leading to the optimal gender outcomes, right? So this makes the program more successful and more transparent will ban. Now, what is the way forward? So there's no doubt that women can drive to the changes that bring about the lasting Jan Andolan Swachhta mission जो है, चाहे वो हेल्थ की बात कर लें, सैनिटेशन की बात कर लें. So the momentum can only be achieved once their participation is substantial, none less than 50%. Now, India Sanitation Coalition has helped microfinancial institutions and self-help group that women should be given, an aid, financial aid should be given and provided to the women if they require. And increasing the intervention with these groups will drive the livelihood and can be designed to provide the income, well-being, water, sanitation, hygiene. ये जो WASH program है that include water, sanitation and hygiene. This is a WASH program by Government of India. So it has again substantially contributed in overall health of the women's, right? Now, a national monitoring and evaluation system to track the measures, general outcome SBM is very much necessary. And definitely at time being we also effectively need the communications training program की ज़रूरत है जहाँ पे हम कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग कर सके एक जेंडर टारगेट करके, so that we can have an idea कि how much proportion of women participation is there and how much is required, right? So both on the supply and demand side intervention is required. So this would be the way forward with concern to this, and I find this editorial to be very relevant and very important. This can be in part of your essay paper. यहाँ पे आप essay paper में भी इसको use कर पाएंगे, and at the same time it can be useful for your mains paper as well. Now coming to the other news, this is again from the Indian Express. Appreciation of the courage of the Indian soldier, although the news was also reported in Hindu. So this is important for your General Studies paper 3, security and their management in the border areas. So the Defense Minister of India has expressed and appreciated the courage that was displayed by the Indian soldier. क्योंकि अभी जो recent stand off हुई थी Chinese troops के साथ in the Eastern Ladakh region, that is the line of actual control, तो वहाँ पे काफ़ी हद तक performance Indian military की काफ़ी अच्छी रही. And post अभी वहाँ पे हमारे साथ खास करके अगर बात करें इंडिया और चाइना की, so they have come to a conclusion जहाँ पे they would be mutually agreeing. तो अगर इंडिया ने खास करके डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने जो इनिशिएटिव ली कि लोगों को जो हमारे डिफेंस पर्सनल है उनको अप्रिशिएट किया, दिस इज़ वेरी गुड एफर्ट, राइट? एक लीडरशिप क्वालिटी होती है. अगर आप किसी स्टडी को भी सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, इफ़ यू आर डिप्लॉयड इन द सर्विसेज ऑल्सो, मेक श्योर इस तरह के अप्रिशिएशन एफर्ट्स जरूर लिए जाएँ. So the defense minister said that the optimization, utilization of resources, rationalization of manpower and key to better coordination between the forces. तो उन्होंने कहा कि जिस तरह से optimal utilize की गई है resources की, rationalization किया गया है manpower का, ये बहुत हद तक successful रही थी पूरी एक better coordination बनाने में. And he also said that the government is working towards increasing the jointness of Indian Army and Indian Army forces. So the armed forces are capable to protect the our national interest. Definitely, army is something which is definitely saving our entire boundaries, and they have a substantial contribution when it's come to the national security of India. सो अगर बात करें इंडिया की नेशनल इंटरेस्ट क्या क्या है, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने ये बहुत ही क्लियरली कहा है कि इंडियाज नेशनल इंटरेस्ट इज डिफाइंड बाय द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, sovereignty, sociology and economic development, conservation of value and peaceful and harmonious religious and the world. So you can see these are something which is going to help the nation, and these are the core idea that government of India is promoting with their national interest. So these points are very relevant. अगर आप मेंस में आंसर लिख रहे हैं, मेक श्योर आप इस तरह के पॉइंट्स जरूर वहां पे लिखें. Now, India is committed to protect integral territory and ensure the peace in the region. And at the same time, India has nurtured close relationship and partnership with like-minded countries and further in the common security interest. और अगर बात करें combined commanders reference की, that is taking even India and China, तो काफी हद तक जो commander level की जो talk हुई है उसमें positively they have agreed that they would be disengaging एंड फर्दर कोई डी एस्केलेशन नहीं होगी, उस रीजन में कोई एस्केलेशन नहीं होगी फिर दोबारा. सो दिस इज समथिंग विच वी कैन कंक्लूड फ्रॉम चाइनीज साइड, बट डेफिनेटली वी कैन नॉट रिलाई अपॉन देम, बट अ म्यूचुअल ट्रस्ट हैज टू बी देयर, you know, if you're going by this type of agreements. Now the other news, that is UNSC to set and meet the crisis of Myanmar. So the recent event which took place, the protester has been killed, और ये बहुत ही दुखद है जिस तरह से एक कोस्ट डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप ही है ऑलमोस्ट वहाँ पे, बट म्यांमार की जिस तरह से प्रोटेस्ट हो रही है, दैट इज अगेन इम्पैक्टिंग इंडिया एज वेल. सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर मेन्स एंड मोस्ट पॉसिबली क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द इंटरव्यू एज वेल. So recently the Myanmar military has grabbed the power, जिसको coup भी कहते हैं, and this is the third time that Indian history since independence from the British rule in 1948, right? तो ये ऐसा पहली बार नहीं है, this is for the third time that the military has taken the power in Myanmar. And despite an increasing brutal crackdown जो हुई वहाँ पे, authorities ने almost जो protest में 50 लोग थे वो मारे गए, 50 protesters were being killed again the street protest. एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट द यूनाइटेड नेशन सिक्योरिटी, यूनाइटेड नेशन काउंसिल, उन्होंने इस पे एक बात कही है, दे वुड बी एक्सक्लेटिंग दिस मैटर टू द मेंबर कंट्रीज, और म्यांमार को भी इसके लिए चेतावनी दी जाएगी कि वो इस तरह की कोई चीज ना करे. सो दिस इज अगेन इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ म्यांमार दैट द यूएन हैज कम फॉरवर्ड, एंड डेफिनेटली आई पर्सनली फील दैट दिस टाइप ऑफ डिसीजन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज द बायलैटरल फोरम and the institutions that is there at the UN level has to play a role which is equally very important for the people there who are impacted, right? So at this point of time their role is very very important. Now protester demand की अगर बात करें, so the violence has broke the condemnation around the world. और क्यों हुई थी protest अगर बात करें, so Mandalay is a place in Myanmar where most of the protesters have come out and they were protesting against the detention of the Sang Suu Kyi. She is the leader of the Myanmar and she was elected, even if you talk about previous year, so in basically in the November itself she was elected with a landslide victory, but military insisted a poll triggered by a justification of seizing the power. So this was done intentionally because they don't want a people to dominate in that particular region. There are some other pros and cons on that. We'll not discuss that because वो वहाँ का इंटरनल इशू है. बट आप ये समझ लें कि वहाँ पे मेजॉरिटी होने के बावजूद भी मिलिट्री को लगा कि वहाँ के पार्लियामेंट में भी ऐसा है कि वहाँ के पार्लियामेंट में 50% जो मेंबर ऑफ होते हैं वो रिजर्व होती है मिलिट्री लोगों के लिए, 50% गवर्नमेंट के लिए होती है. तो वहाँ पे तालमेल बनाना काफ़ी मुश्किल होता है, एंड दिस इज अ रीजन वाई बेसिकली मिलिट्री इज डूइंग दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्शंस, राइट? नाउ यूएन ह्यूमन राइट की जो स्टैंड है वो ये है, उनका कहना है, दे अर्ज द सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल विच मीट्स टू डिस्कस द सिचुएशन लेटर ऑन द फ्राइडे to impose a global sanction embargo and targeted economic sanction on the junta. This is like a government led by the military leaders. तो junta उसे कहते हैं जो एक ऐसी ग्रुप होती है जो कि लीड, एक गवर्नमेंट होती है जो कि लीड की जाती है मिलिट्री पीपल्स. तो आप इस तरह के जो नेम्स है ये ध्यान रखें. एंड दे हैव आस्क्ड कि जितने भी ग्लोबल आर्म्स हैं उनको कैंसिल करना चाहिए. एम्बार्गो मीन्स कैंसिल एंड टारगेट द इकोनॉमिक सैंक्शंस, राइट? Now coming to the last news, that is China defense budget to cross 200 billions. So this is again a strange that China has escalated their defense to such level. No, India can take more time to achieve that. So let's see what are the details coming from this news. In a major decision, China government has hiked the budget for the defense, and the defense budget in China will be for the first time that would be crossing the $2 billion mark, right? और गवर्नमेंट की जो अनाउंसमेंट आई थी वहाँ पे 6.8% हाइक हुई है इन 2021, एंड दिस इज ओनली 0.2% हाइक। प्रीवियसली अगर 2020 की बात करें चाइनीज गवर्नमेंट की, तो उस टाइम पे 6.6% तक की बजट एलोकेशंस की गई थी ओवरऑल टोटल जीडीपी की। नाउ दिस इज 6.8% फ्रॉम प्रेजेंट। तो ये बहुत ही अहम है बिकॉज ये की जा रही है पोस्ट पेंडेमिक, राइट? सो दिस इज डन पोस्ट पेंडेमिक बिकॉज ऑफ विच दिस इज अ कंसर्न फॉर अदर कंट्रीज एज वेल, जहाँ पे इकोनॉमिक लॉस इतनी ज़्यादा हुई है, बट सेम टाइम दे आर इम्प्रूविंग इट। द बजट फॉर 2020 was announced by 1.37 trillion and from 1.27 trillion in last year. Now, India के defense की अगर बात करें, because we are more concerned with India. So in the latest budget, the government of India has announced a modest increase of 1.48% in the total defense spending. That sum ups to 4.78 lakh crore rupees, which was previously 3.62 lakh, right? तो अगर आप बात करें इसमें पेंशन भी इंक्लूडेड है, राइट? अब इन सारी चीजों को माइनस कर दोगे तो 3.62 ही होंगे। And India has announced a record of 18.5% increase in the capital outlay, that is 1.3 lakh crore rupees. For the previous budget, the total allocation was 4.71 crore rupees. This also include the pensions. Now, bifurcation of the budget, talking about the China's budget. So they actually have not exclusively allocated this budget to defense, but वहाँ पे ये जो budget उन्होंने allocate की थी $200 billion की खास करके, so that would be shared by the Ministry of Civil Aviation, जो कि वहाँ पे provincial होती है, और उनमें distribution होती है, साथ के साथ pension भी included होती है। And China defense spending in the recent year has evolved on the ongoing monetization of the People Liberation Army. वहाँ की एक रॉकेट फोर्स है दैट इज चार्ज विद द मिसाइल वर्क। स्ट्रैटेजिक सपोर्ट फोर्स है जो कि इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी को देखती है, जितने भी साइबर वॉरफेयर की चीज़ें होती है वहाँ पे स्ट्रैटेजिक सपोर्ट फोर्स है एक्सक्लूसिवली फॉर दैट, एंड दे टेक केयर ऑफ इट। तो ये बजट एलोकेशंस ये 3 जगह डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है। एंड चाइना हैज़ ऑल्सो अनाउंस्ड a target of PLA to complete its modernization program by 2050. So they said कि China would be coming with a world-class military power by 2050. So this is what the official confirmation has come from China. Now, the other news, that is India reaffirmed the defense ties with Sri Lanka. This would be the last news that we'll be discussing. So this is important for your India and neighborhood relation. सो रिसेंटली अभी श्रीलंका की एयरफोर्स जो है उन्होंने 70 ईयर मार्क किया है। दिस इज़ द 70 ईयर दे आर मार्किंग। और इस पार्टिसिपेशंस में हुआ क्या कि इंडिया के जो इंडियन एयरफोर्स के चीफ है 23 एयरक्राफ्ट को भी डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया गया, एंड इंडिया शाउट टू रीफॉर्म द स्ट्रॉन्ग डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन विद श्रीलंका। सो दे हैव मार्क 70th एनिवर्सरी। एंड लास्ट ईयर भी इंडिया ने 2001 में पार्टिसिपेट किया था जब 50 ईयर मार्क हुई थी। नाउ एयरक्राफ्ट पार्टिसिपेशन की बात करें, 4 सारंग एडवांस लाइट हेलीकॉप्टर, सूर्य किरण, तेजस हेलीकॉप्टर, ट्रेनर एंड डॉर्नियर मार्टर मैरीटाइम पेट्रोल एयरक्राफ्ट वे पार्टिसिपेंट अमंग द जो रिसेंटली श्रीलंका एयरफोर्स की जो एनिवर्सरी है उनमें ये सारे को पार्टिसिपेट करवाएगा। एंड बोथ इंडिया एंड श्रीलंका आर इंगेज विथ वेरी पॉजिटिव लुक टूवर्ड्स बिल्डिंग आवर स्ट्रॉन्ग टाइज। इंडिया की क्या क्या सपोर्ट रही है अगर बात करें, सिविल वॉर के टाइम में इंडिया ने काफ़ी सपोर्ट किया था। इवन पीस कीपिंग फोर्सेज IPKF इन 1987 दे हैव ड्रॉप्ड फूड सप्लाईज टू द जाफना आइसलैंड, राइट? जाफना इज अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट, आप इसको मैप वर्क के पॉइंट से भी देख लें, यहाँ पे ये काफ़ी चीज़ें पूछी जा सकती है। एंड यहाँ पे इंडियन मिलिट्री ने बहुत हद तक उस टाइम पे सपोर्ट किया था श्रीलंका को, राइट? नाउ कमिंग टू द MCQs क्वेश्चन, सो द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज विद इंडेक्स। देयर आर 2 क्वेश्चन विद रिगार्ड टू इंडेक्स ओनली। द Technology and Innovation Report 2021 is released by United Nations Conference on Trade Development, Economics Intelligence Unit, World Economic Forum, and Global Entrepreneurial and Development Institute. So what you have to do, you have to participate, and how you can participate, you can just write your answer in the comment section. आप इस वीडियो के comment section में जाएं. If you're watching on mobile, you can definitely tap there and you can write your answer there itself, right? Coming to the second question. The Food Waste Index Report 2021 is released by the United Nations Environment Program, International Food Policy Research, Walk Free Foundation, and New Economic Foundation. So again, the same case apply here. You have to participate and ensure that you're preparing well for the current affairs question. We are more focusing on the current affairs so that it can give you some good result in the prelims examination. And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Service on YouTube. And if you like this video, if you find this video to be helpful, do not forget to give thumbs up. If you have any other concern, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening.